අරහත් අනුරුතු සෑයේ රන්වන් කොත දිලිසේ නභෝ ගර්භයේ සිව්දිකින් වඩින මහා සංඝ සයුරේ රශ්මියයි මෙලෙස පැතිරියන්නේ දෙව් සිරින් මහසෑයේ අහස් තලේ සක්බෙර නත දසතම පැතිරෙන්නේ සම්බුදු සසුනට තවත් සඳකි පායන්නේ පින්කෙත සරු කරනට මං පෙත හෙළිවන්නේ නිපදව පින්කඳ සිත් තුළ මතුවී එන්නේ අනුරුදු සෑරජුතුන් ලොවෙහිම් බැබලෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී අරහත් අනුරුදු සෑයේ රන්වන් කොත දිලිසේ නභෝ ගර්භයේ
May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Buddha. The Buddha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Dhamma. The Dhamma is my refuge every day. May my homage to the gem of the Supreme Sangha. The Sangha is my refuge every day. May my homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. The Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samanta Chakkavalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajasa Sunantu Saggamokhadan Dhammasavana Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalu Ayang Bhadanta. May all divine beings arrive here to listen to sublime Dhamma expounded by the fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Honor to the Supreme Buddha, the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, you have got a golden opportunity to listen to the sublime Dhamma expounded by fully enlightened one. We are rotating and roaming in a very dangerous sansaric life, which has no beginning, or very difficult to discern a beginning of that particular our samsara. The Buddha has said, Anamatagoyam bhikkave sansaro pubbha koti napanyayati. The beginning of this samsara cannot be discerned. This is very difficult to discern. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, however, the Supreme Buddha expounded us to continue in this path to liberation. The Buddha said, Buddha expounded, Arambhata Nikhamata Yunjata Buddha Sasane Dunata Machuno Senang Nalagarangva Kunjaroti. Now this simile, Dunatha Machuno Senang, is a very interesting and emphatic example. Just like an elephant destroying a house developed or house made up of some bamboo leaves, we have to destroy the defilements and complete the path to Nibbana. Arambhata, we have to start, continue this path to liberation. What is this path? First one is Sila, virtue or good conduct. Secondly, Samadhi, concentration or stillness. Third one is Panya, wisdom. Panya naranang ratanang. Wisdom is the gem of human beings. So, meritorious devotees, the path to liberation is virtue, concentration, and Panya, wisdom. We have to go on this path. Arambhata, the Supremely Enlightened One says, you have to begin, you have to start that path. Yunjata, this is just like a war, waging a war, not an easy task. How can we control our senses? Now, in order to have a good conduct or virtue, we have to control our senses, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. Controlling them is not an easy task, very arduous task. But at that time, our Buddhist monks, senior monks, in those days, tried to control this uncontrollable senses. There are very good examples. There was a monk called Chittagutta at that time in a cave in Magam area. And once some monks entered this cave and told him, "O monk, O venerable sir, the pictures on the top of this cave are magnificent. That is, on the roof level, there are beautiful pictures drawn. They are frescoes. these pictures depict the what is called renunciation of four Buddhas, Kakusanda, Konagamana, Kashyapa and Gautama. Then the bhikkhus explain the Nayaka Thera or the senior monk regarding these pictures. And he told them, I could not see these pictures so far, though I lived in this cave for 60 years. But today, the monks came who can see well. Therefore, I could get to know about these beautiful pictures. You can understand for 60 years, Chittagutta Thero have not looked up to see these pictures. He did not know what has been picturesque there. Meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, though today we cannot control our eyes, ears, nose, tongues, bodies, minds for a minute, those days the wise persons have controlled their senses in a magnificent manner. So, in front of that particular cave, there was a beautiful tree, that is na tree. Once a year, flowers are bloomed there, and the parts of the flowers fell down or falls down. Then the monk got to know, when he saw the parts of the petals and other parts, he got to know the tree is full of flowers. But he has not looked up the tree for 60 years. Having heard the magnanimity of this particular Chittagutta Thero, the king of Magama wanted to worship him. Then he invited 3 times the Thero, but he did not advance kingdom of Magama. Then what he did was, he prohibited the mothers to feed their babies with milk by closing their place where the milk is given, and told the Nayaka Thera, if you don't come to Magama, the small babies may die without milk. Having heard this story, the Nayaka Thera, Chittagutta Thero, having sympathized with the small little babies, infants, came to Magama. Then king was very happy, and king took him to the inside of the palace and then worship, having given alms. Then Chittagutta Thero said, "Oh, you are blessed king. You are blessed king." When the queen worship, the Nayaka Thera says, "You are blessed king. You are blessed king." Then people did not understand what is this situation. Both the Nayaka Thera bless with the word of king. King. For king also king, for queen also king. Then they asked, what is the reason? Then the Thero mentioned, I have no any intention about king or queen, I bless. After that, king thought it is very difficult thing to our Chittagutta Thero to stay in a place like complex place like this, and send him back to that particular cave. When the Nayaka Thera arrived the cave, the gods and all the special beings surrounded there to see him trying to attain arahantship. Then he walked in the walking place and he got a particular object for the meditation. After that, on that particular day, he attained arahantship. So see the power and capacity and the enthusiasm the magnanimous monks at that time they had. Therefore, meritorious devotees, at least we must strive to be virtuous. The first step to path to Nibbana. So, people like you, laity, have to practice 5 precepts. Only 5 precepts. Now, it is not it is a difficult thing for you, but if you be diligent, if you are heedful, then you can do it. Now, meritorious devotees, Dhamma friends, the main factor that you can't complete your virtue is, first and foremost, you have to have unshakable confidence towards the Supreme Buddha. If you have unshakable confidence towards Supreme Buddha, then courage will come to you in order to practice Sila. When you practice Sila, then Samadhi automatically comes back. Then when Samadhi is there, the Panya, wisdom is there. All the things are dependent upon heedfulness. But always there is heedlessness, pamada. What is most important thing is heedfulness, appamada. Heedfulness is path to deathlessness. Heedlessness is path to death. Meritorious devotees, according to Supreme Buddha, there are 2 factors which make us heedless. First one is avidya, ignorance. Second one is tanha, craving. We must pay attention on how tanha hinders our path to Nibbana in terms of heedlessness. First and foremost, we are compelled to find wealth. So when we want to find wealth, before having a tactic or technique or strategy, we have to study first. Now, how long that we take time for studying? After being born, as a small infant, we begin to start studying. Kindergarten, year 1, year 2, like that, up to year 11, then A levels, then university level, then postgraduate level, like that. We have to take time to study, longer period of time. Then we miss the time to partake in religious activities, to complete wholesome actions. And sometimes when we continue our path to wealth, the accumulating wealth, sometimes we tend to commit crimes, sometimes bad things, bad activities. So we are there become negligent to accumulate merits, wholesome actions. The first one is by accumulating wealth, we are negligent. Secondly, we are negligent. We are negligent by protecting, by having systems to, strategies to protect what is being amassed as wealth. Now, you know, CCTV cameras and security and surrounding the garden by walls, building up walls and various things we want to protect our wealth, vehicles, money. Now we have to bank money. So like that, we have to waste our time. Now one may tend to argue out that we want money, we want wealth, we want vehicles, we want houses, we want education. That is true. But the problem is the sansaric life is very dangerous. We have been rotating in this sansara for millions and trillions of times. Now we have actually had family life with children, sometimes in animal plane. We have kids, animal kids. Now this time human kids. We have to protect them. We have to take time. So what actually being negligent is collecting merits, participating or partaking in religious life, or practicing Dhamma. It is being negligent. Due to these factors, these are attached to craving. And now first one is we have to take time to accumulate wealth. In order to do that, we become heedless. And secondly, we have to protect them. Security. So, safeguard them. In order to do so, once again we are negligent. We become heedless to accumulate merits, engage in wholesome actions. And now that factor you can understand. Thirdly, we become negligent by taking time to spend that money, that wealth accumulated by us. Now there are some persons, they want to have parties when they have money. So when they arrange parties, what they do is liquor and all those sorts of things are taken to that party. And the ignoble friends come there. They all get together and enjoy, sometimes overnight. Now they are negligent. They say, we have no time to listen to Dhamma. We have no time to meditate. We have no time to worship the Buddha. They claim, but they have more than enough time to waste by arranging parties. And on the other hand, meritorious devotees, they go to various countries to spend time. Now, most probably they go to Thailand, and they waste time by going to various countries, various cities of various countries. Sometimes they go to spend time in Bangkok, sometimes they go to China, sometimes they go to Australia, like that, go to Japan, in order to spend that money. They have nothing to do. They want to have a luxurious life. Sometimes in Sri Lanka they go to various hotels, waste their money, wealth, the merits. And also, now these are the three aspects the Buddha mentioned in order to become negligent, heedless, due to craving, tanha. First one is in order to accumulate wealth, we become negligent. Secondly, to safeguard, save, protect, for security of that particular wealth. Thirdly, in order to spend money, we become negligent. Sometimes in order to find out a dress, the lady may go to a particular dressing palace and stay there for 3 to 4 hours searching a dress, sometimes jewelry, like that. Therefore, we can understand how we are lagging behind in doing wholesome actions. Meritorious devotees in same way, in the samsara, in previous births, we happen to do the same thing. So this time also we are doing the same thing. When we are able to liberate from this quagmire of samsara, therefore we have to try our best this time. Another thing is, Buddha mentioned what is called avijja. Avijja is also a factor for delay in doing merits. In that sense, in that case, how it happens? We know 5 aggregates of clingings. That is rupa, form, vedana, feeling, sanya, perception, sanskara, volition, vijnana, consciousness. Now, we don't understand a man or a being means 5 aggregates of clinging. They have the nature of becoming and getting destroyed. Now, these two, what is called beginning and end, cessation. So this beginning and cessation can be understood by wisdom. Now this is what is called, Dhamma friends, vidarsana. Now, if one is not having this jnana, udayavya jnana, vidarshana jnana, the knowledge to understand beginning and end, or the becoming and cessation, then one may get delayed or negligent to do merits. So these are the main factors according to the Supreme Buddha one may become heedless to accumulate merits or engage in wholesome actions. That is why we are lagging behind. That is why we could not attain Nibbana hitherto. Therefore, having understood these factors, meritorious devotees, we must strive on with diligence. We should be heedful. So we must do away with negligence. And may you be able to have courage to practice this path, Sila, Samadhi and Panya. And may you be able to comprehend the Four Noble Truths within the regime of Gautama Buddha Sasana. May the Noble Triple Gem bless with you all. Akasattha ca Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakhantu Buddha Sasanang. Akasattha ca Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakhantu Buddha Desanang. Akasattha ca Bummatta Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chiran Rakhantu Tang Sada. May you all be well and happy.